It's Telangana Formation Day today, and many wishes poured in for the youngest state in India. Telangana was formed out of Andhra Pradesh in 2014, although the long journey to statehood actually began in 1952. But it was today, that is 2nd of June 2014, that K. Chandrasekhar Rao, popularly known as KCR, took oath as the first Chief Minister of the new state. While the Congress party-led UPA government played a significant role in fulfilling the long-standing dream of the people, the credit for the separate statehood largely goes to just one man, and that being K. Chandrasekhar Rao. KCR quit the Telugu Desam party, that is the TDP, and founded the Telangana Rashtra Samiti or TRS in 2001, marking the beginning of a new era. It is to his credit that it took him and his supporters 13 long years to fulfill the dream of Telangana. But then TRS became BRS. In 2022, it transformed. And somehow from then on, KCR, who had all along spoken and supported a federal front to take on the Modi dispensation at the center, something actually changed. Now KCR has literally checked out of the so-called federal dream and has constantly been harping on a national role for changing the status quo, which actually means the BJP at the center. Is KCR suggesting that he wants to be the Prime Minister without actually voicing it? Can he actually become the Prime Minister with 119 seats? Can he make the cut? Or it is just a political dream, which, who knows, may come true, because there is nothing impossible in Indian politics, or maybe it will fall by the wayside. You know, it is very clear now. KTR spoke on Thursday and he made it very clear. He says our party does not believe that there should be a two-party system in this country. Number one, there should be an alternative. He also said that we do not believe in third front or fourth front, because he says political conditions vary from state to state. He also said, most importantly, Nagesh, that we don't want to unseat Narendra Modi. We just want to tell people laugh a little, Nagesh. Even I laughed when I read. I mean, what's he saying? What does he mean? But I think that's an art, na Nagesh. Politics में ऐसा ही होता है, जो आप कहते हैं, you don't mean it. Anyway, then he says, we don't want to unseat Narendra Modi, but you know, he is most incompetent. It's very clear. I mean, you and I have been trained to read between lines. That's what our profession is as journalists. Don't you think KCR Garu clearly wants to be the Prime Minister of this country? He has national ambitions.
No, it is very clear that KCR wants to make his son, KT Ramarao, as the Chief Minister. So, what is the role left for him? He has to move to the center. About that, there is no doubt. But, you know, the Nitish Kumar and others refused to play ball. You know, if you have closely watched that press conference, he wanted to sort of, declare the prime ministerial candidate from the platform in Patna. But Nitish Kumar virtually, physically, he had to say, let us end this press conference. So, but you know, KCR is known to shift his stand. And as far as Modi is concerned, he has been using quite the choicest invectives to describe Modi. Both father and son have been doing so. And now that he says that Modi is not our target, and that, targeting an individual or trying to unseat a party is not our aim. Our aim is to show the Telangana model to the rest of the country. This is ridiculous in the sense that, you know, each state has got its own model. Why should Gujarat has got a Telangana model? Gujarat has got its own model. Karnataka has its own model of development of IT. So now they are trying to say that, you know, we are the people who can set the agenda for the rest of the nation. But, you know, now, see, his high ambitions, he has taken a step back, because now he says that we are here for the long haul. I mean, this is something for people like me, it was quite evident. See, Telangana has got just 17 Lok Sabha seats. In the last elections that were held in 2019, KCR won only 9. 4 were won by BJP, 3 by the Congress, and one by Oasis MIM.
Right.
With 9 seats, 9 Lok Sabha seats in his kitty, how can he think of becoming anything more? Now, you see, he has floated that Bharat Rashtra Samiti in the hope that, Telangana's name was not suited for him to contest from other states. So now he's saying that I'll contest from Maharashtra, I will contest from Karnataka.
Karnataka, yes, that is right.
Karnataka. Still, he'll be far short. But in Karnataka also, let me point out here. First, he said, I will contest from Karnataka in the assembly election. He did not.
Yes.
Next, he said, I will campaign. He did not. Now, he says, now I'll contest for the Lok Sabha. So, KCR shifts his stand. But there is absolutely no doubt whatsoever that his ambitions are national ambitions, and he wants to create a bigger place under the sun.
Vijay, the thing is that when Karnataka results came out and everyone was euphoric because it was a fabulous kind of, victory for the Congress party, unprecedented as it were in the times that we live in, KCR was the only one who told his cadre that, they've got a good mandate, but Karnataka is Karnataka, let's ignore it, let's just focus on Telangana. I know that he has no truck with the Congress party in Telangana, and therefore perhaps he said it. But isn't it now clear that he wants to stand alone, stand by the side and really target New Delhi, Vijay Grover?
Well, Sudha, you put the nail on the head, and the first thing that, the question in everybody's mind is, why him? I mean, I can understand, people in his state, in his cadre, his party, his followers, everybody would want to see him as a prime minister. But the first question to anybody who doesn't stay in Telangana is, why him? And that's something, because if it's him, then why not Mamata Banerjee? Why not Arvind Kejriwal? Why not Sharad Pawar? Why not you? Because, see, this is the problem. Nobody is willing to give an inch of ground to accommodate anyone else. The fact that today, if Nitish Kumar is playing the role of, trying to bind everyone together, you must give him credit that at least he's making an effort. But the fact that, if KCR talks on one hand of having an unofficial alliance with the JDS in Karnataka, but at the same time says that, no, I will contest over there. I mean, how is even the JDS going to trust him? So that's something which is very clear. And we saw what happened when Siddaramaiah took charge. Everybody came, there was a show of strength, everybody held hands, and that drama on the stage. But the fact is, did any leader come out and give an assurance even to Rahul Gandhi that, okay, if you form an alliance, we will support you? No. Because, we are not even sure whether there will be 2 fronts or 3 fronts or 4 fronts, because this is something which is, never ending. And what we are seeing now is like leader after leader is traveling states. We saw Kejriwal going to Stalin yesterday. We had Stalin meeting KCR, and we had Nitish Kumar meeting Sharad Pawar.
Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing. I mean, fact is that, if you talk of opposition unity, you need leaders with a large heart who will say, okay, my political interests are secondary. We need to defeat the BJP. So let's work together. That's coming, or no leader is sacrificing his ambition. And you can't have so many leaders. The joke around is that every party has a Chanakya, but the fact is, who's the Chandragupta? That's the question. And that's something which nobody is willing to answer.
Suresh, tell me something, that this kind of, is it even fair for us? I mean, look, nothing is really etched in stone so far as Indian politics is concerned. But I once saw the kind of volte-face done by Chandrasekhar Rao, KCR Garu. First he said, we will all be together, we have to defeat this man in Delhi. Now his stand has changed.
Now, when you are trying for a national role, what is it that you will bring to the table in a state like Tamil Nadu, or in a state like Bihar, or in a state like Uttar Pradesh or Madhya Pradesh? You don't have an influence outside your own state. So what kind of national leadership are we talking? I mean, let's be very clear on one thing. There are only 2 national parties in India, the BJP and the Congress. Aam Aadmi Party might have a status, but it's not a national party in that sense of the word. So what is KCR bringing to the table? Except for money, nothing else. And that's what happened in the Karnataka election. And as one of the earlier guests spoke about, he said, first, I'm going to contest. Then he said, I'm going to campaign. Then he said, no, we will not do anything. And finally, what happened? We saw that. Maharashtra, he said, I will contest the local elections. We'll have to take that with a pinch of salt. And this is the problem with KCR, because I'm from Hyderabad and I can tell you that straight away, this is what he does. Because he has this huge, grandiose ambitions. I know it's called a Dan Quixote or something else, but he has his ambition that I want to be the Prime Minister. Prime Minister with what? How many seats do you have in Telangana, assuming that you'll win everything? You don't have that many. That's a problem. So how are you going to say that I'll be a Chandrasekhar, or I'll be a Gujral, or I'll be a Devagowda? It doesn't happen every day. Today, BJP will win at least minimum of 250 on its own. That is the advantage the party has.
Wow.
Down south, you may say they have nothing. They never had anything in south. In Karnataka, they had only presence. But on the Telangana, remember last election, they won 4 seats. That is what we are trying to say, that at the end of the day, the 2024 elections is all like a presidential election. We got Modi ji on one side and we have all the others on the other side. And KCR has burnt his bridges. That's what he did. He should not have done that. His arrogance is costing him dear right now, because
Absolutely.
he has only one aim, to be the Prime Minister. He doesn't want to be a kingmaker. He wants to be the king. That is the problem. Chandrababu Naidu was far better. At least he knew his limitations very well. And that is why he said, I'll be the kingmaker. But he ended up nowhere, actually.
Yeah.
So today the problem is, as was described before, there are players, 100 players on one side, and there is only one player on one side. That is the problem we're having today.